All right, this is Module 7, second grade, Lesson 15. The materials you will be needing today are a 12-inch strip of paper, one 12-inch strip of paper, dry erase board or a piece of paper, two 2-inch paper clips, a 3x5 index card, 1-inch tile, or remember in a previous lesson we used a Lego piece if that's what you have at home. All right, our focus today is making a measurement tool and use it to measure things. So you're going to be making a ruler today. All right, let's first start with our application problem or word problem. Edwin and Tina had the same toy truck. Edwin says his is 4 toothpicks long. Tina says hers is 12 lima beans long. How can they both be right? Measure your objects with lima beans and toothpicks. Use words or pictures to explain how Edwin and Tina can both be right. Well, obviously, you may not have lima beans or toothpicks at home, so this is a possibility. One toothpick is the length of 3 lima beans. The lima bean is shorter than the toothpick, so it will take more lima beans to measure the truck. And you see there's an example of a truck, toothpicks, and lima beans. That's a possibility to make sure that that both of them are correct. All right, here we go. So last time or yesterday, what tool did we use to measure things with? We measured with an inch tile. So today we'll make a ruler using our inch tiles. So take your 12-inch sheet of paper and you're going to take your tile and you are going to do the move it, mark it, label it. Make sure there's no spaces in between each mark that you make on your strip of paper. All right, so once you have reached the end of your piece of paper, how many inches are in your ruler? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 tiles. That means there are 12 squares. So your ruler is 12 inches long. All right, make sure you have labeled each one of those hash marks as they are indicated above. What does the number 1 mean? The number 1 means where the first square or the first space is. That's the end of that length unit right here is 1. All right, what do we call the length unit? Well, each one of them is a square inch tile, so it's an inch. Where should 0 go on this ruler? At the very beginning of the ruler. So right here on the end, label yours with a 0 on the end right here. And typically on a regular ruler, they give a little space at the end to start your measurement. So that's important to remember. What does 0 mean? Well, 0 means it's where you start to measure. That's your starting point. What's the last number on our ruler? Well, we can see the last number or the largest number on the end here is 12. Our ruler measures 12 what? 12 inches because we used our inch tiles. So 12 inches makes a larger unit called a foot. So there are 12 inches that are equal to 1 foot. So one ruler, 12 inches equals 1 foot. Let's talk about measuring. Whoa, hold up, wait. What do you notice about my measuring? Well, when we measure, we don't start at 1. We don't start at 6. We don't start at 10. We always start at 0. It's just like if you're at field day, you don't start halfway. and then finish, you start at the starting line and then finish at the finish line. You have to start at 0. So here is my paperclip moved back. How long is this paperclip? Well, you can see that it's not 1, it's not 2, it's not 3, it is 4 inches long. So at home, I want you to measure your paperclip and use your inch ruler that you just created. Obviously, if you do not have a ruler or a paperclip, I'm going to show you. If you lay your paperclip next to it and then draw a line, what do you notice? Remember, anytime during this video, you can always press pause if you need more time, if I'm going too fast. Well, if I draw my line, I notice that my line and my paperclip are both 2 inches. So that means that they are the same length. How many more inches would we need to add to make 1 foot? And how do you know? Well, right now I have 2 inches, so I would need 10 more. And how do I know that? I know that 2 plus 10 equals 12 inches, or 12 inches also equals 1 foot. You could subtract 2, say 12 minus 2 equals 10. That's another way you could solve it. All right, now you need your index card. Measure the length of your index card. All right, if you don't have one, here's an example. All right, I laid my index card next to my ruler, my inch ruler. How long is the index card? All right, I measure starting at 0. Yes, the index card is 5 inches long. Now, on your paper, use your ruler to draw a line that is 5 inches long. So draw a line that is 5 inches long. All right, lay your index card along the line you drew. So your index card will go up here next to your line. What do you notice? They are the same length. How many more inches will we need to add to make 1 foot? And how do you know? How many more inches do we need to add to our 5 to have a foot? Well, we would need 7 more inches. And how do I know that? I know that 5 plus 7 equals 12, or you could have done 12 minus 5 equals 7. 12 inches, 12 inch equals 1 foot. 12 inches equals 1 foot. So a foot is composed of 12 inches, just as a unit is composed of 10 what? So if a foot is composed of 12 inches, just like a unit composed of 10 what? 10 ones. 10 ones. All right, what about this? A unit of 100 is composed of 10 what? A unit of 100 is composed of 10 what? 10 tens. 10 tens equals 1 100. A dollar is composed of 100 what? A dollar is composed of 100 what? 100 cents. It takes 100 cents to equal $1. So how many inches equals 1 foot? 12 inches equals 1 foot. And that is what we made today, is a ruler, a 12-inch ruler. Why is it so important or more effective to use a ruler to measure using inch tiles? Why would we use a ruler versus inch tiles? Pause and take a minute. There's several reasons. You can measure more quickly. It's faster to use a ruler versus moving the tile every time. On a ruler, the inches stay in the same place because it is connected to each other. They don't move around. And also, we are human. We all make mistakes. When we are using a inch tile, we're going to make more mistakes versus using a ruler that can make it more accurate. All right, and we are going to move on into the problem set.